Sean Strickland looks to get his 6th win in a row when he meets Jack Hermansson in the main event of UFC Fight Night on February 5th. See who fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
Yeah, I think Strickland wins that fight, or can. I think he's probably favored too. I would say. I don't want to speak in absolutes here. I think if Hermansson can, if he can make it a grappling fight and get him into some grappling exchanges and slow him down a little bit. Sean Strickland's a tough bird, man. He's a tough dude to deal with. He never backs up. He's willing to eat punches, to give punches. Not an incredible power puncher, and I think that's how he kind of ropes people in. I think people feel some of those punches and are willing to take some of those to try to give their own. He's got good head movement. He's just out of range a lot. Man, he's just really quietly, got himself on a pretty good streak here and beating a couple really tough guys. So another one of those guys, you can't just listen to what he says and discredit what he's doing in there, because, you would think like, well, he stands straight up and down. He just walks forward, just kick his legs. Well, like that hasn't worked, or just take him down. And for a while now, that hasn't worked. At one point in time, that was true, but it's a really interesting matchup. I think Jack Hermansson, needs to get back on track a little bit. And I think this is a decent enough matchup for him to be able to do that. So if he can create some grappling exchanges, I don't think that anyone thinks Jack is going to stand in front of him and win those striking exchanges. It's not really his thing. But if he can force some grappling exchanges and get Sean thinking, I think he can give him some problems.
I like Hermansson, like the striking growth that he has shown. I think out of all the guys who do jiu-jitsu, like at a high level, like him, Oliveira, a few other guys, I think he has the best hands. Out of all like the really, really good jiu-jitsu guys, I think he has the best hands. And he knows, he's almost like me. He's going to strike with you just enough to get you to forget about the grappling. And then that's when he grapples. And when he takes guys down, he doesn't have as many takedowns as me. But I don't think that's because he doesn't have the skill. I think it's because he's so good at, once he gets down there, you don't get back up. I think he gets the takedown in the first round. I don't think he gets the finish early, but I think eventually he drags him down, gasses him out with the grappling, and is able to find the finish.
Sean, just out of pure insanity. That guy's nuts. I mean, the things that come out of that guy's mouth on a daily basis, but Sean, just out of pure chaos, however he has to do it. I mean, Jack Hermansson can rip his leg off. I don't think Sean is going to tap or do anything like that.
Sean Strickland, he's hot right now, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to be said about when someone's really confident and someone's really hot, when they got a lot of momentum. You know what I'm saying? And right now, Jack Hermansson, Sean Strickland, he's a crazy dude. You know what I'm saying? But he's on fire right now, and I don't think Jack Hermansson's the guy to cool him off. You know what I mean? He's totally capable of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's absolutely capable of doing it. I just don't think it's going to happen on February 5th.
Oh, God. I hate to say it, but I think Strickland wins just because I'm not a fan of his. I think he's a douchebag. It is what it is.
Oh, yeah. Sean Strickland's he's definitely a character. And he's such a psychopath, like in the way he just loves to get hit and hit people and hurt people. And so, you can never count Strickland out of any fight, and so I think if Hermansson is not prepared for that kind of pressure, it's going to be a long night for him. I mean, Sean Strickland's one of the guys that you could beat the dog piss out of for 4.5 rounds, but if there's still time on the clock, he's going to be putting the pressure on you, and if you're not ready for that, it's pretty overwhelming. So I definitely got Strickland in that fight.
That is actually an interesting fight. I think if Hermansson can get it to the ground, I think it's pretty much all him. But Sean seems like he's a weird striker. He seems like he's just kind of wild and crazy with what he does. So that's a difficult thing to deal with, is someone like that. I think Sean wins, but I think it's like a decision.
It's a good fight. They're both very awkward fighters, weird styles. I think I'm going to take Sean Strickland. He's kind of been hot of late, and I think he's got the momentum going into it.
I think that's a crazy fight. Those are two crazy fighters, and honestly, I see them kind of trading in there and just throwing caution to win. It's between my fight and that fight for fight of the night. I'm going to go for the bonus. the knockout of the night, and then they can have the fight of the night and beat the shit out of each other. That'd be awesome to watch. I got to go with Strickland just because, you know, he got that win over Uriah, so we obviously want to get that one back, and got to go with Strickland just for that right, just to put my boy, you know, in line for that.
With that original flow, head kicks with the pros, picks of the fights or anything in the mix. Getting closer to the heart of the flame, bringing conversations with heavy hitting names. You feel the love of the game.